everybody, I'm Joey Evans, and today I'm reviewing a game by Beadles & Grimm called Ring of Chaos. And Beadles & Grimm are primarily like D&D style. Like they make a lot of D&D campaigns, miniatures, and they make gorgeous stuff, right? But I don't know if this is their first, but this is the first game of their, I guess, company that I've been playing. And I was excited to try it because I do like the company. I see them at Gen Con every year. So we're going to get into what I thought about it. But first, let's see a quick overview about how it's played. Okay, we are set up for a game of Beadles & Grimm, the Ring of Chaos. Here, now this is the deluxe version. This comes with some miniatures. First off, I'll show you, it comes with the board. They're double-sided, comes with a couple of boards here. You've got your player screens, which you've got one set up here. And you have got miniatures, which are very nice, really well detailed. And then you've got your cards, and you've got your faction cards, and different cards over here for your characters. All right, so a quick overview about how the game is played. Pretty much this is a King of the Hill style game. You're going to try to be the first one to get to 11 summoning points, which is right here. This figure right here is going to kind of mark your points. Now, each of these figures are going to represent someone in your party. So you've got a fighter, a cleric, a rogue, and a wizard. Now, your cards can also represent the three states your fighter could be. So the fighter here could actually be, here he is, full strength right there. He can be wounded, right here. So it says wounded, actually it says cannot defend. So this guy cannot defend, which we'll get to that in a moment. And then also, let me scoot this up so you can see it. If he's not there, he could be dead, right there. Now he can be brought back through different means and things too. But if it's dead, that means that that character is out. Also, if a character is dead, you can no longer use his color cards. So this is my hand of cards here. So if I had blue right here, I can no longer use this sword when I attack because my fighter is dead. So each of these colors correspond to the color of the card in the deck. Okay, one other thing here too is every player is going to have a different faction with asymmetric abilities. Right here, these are the Den of Thieves. So if you draw a card as your attack action, you can choose to take a random card from any other player's hand instead of drawing from the deck. So every character or every player is going to have a different one of these. That's going to give them a different asymmetric ability. Okay, so we know how to win by getting 11 summoning points or eliminating all the other players in the game. But how do you get there? First off, there's a very quick little turn order right here. And it's very simple. First, you're going to draw 3 action cards from the top, just like this. Now, you can draw them one at a time, because if you happen to draw a Temple Guardian, like say I would have pulled this off as one of my cards, then you're going to resolve the threat. So for example, this one, play immediately. All players reduce 1 hero, 1 level. And you can counter that, which we'll get to in a moment. Actually, I'll show you in a moment here about that. Countered by any attack action or counteraction card. First of all, reduce 1 hero, 1 level. Means take one of your characters here, flip it over, and I'll make this guy where he's now wounded. And I can do that with anyone there. And then I would then draw another one. This happens with any time a Temple Guardian is drawn from this deck. Now, countered. Right over here, we'll get to that in attack, but some of these have counter action on here. So you might have these in your hand of a card. So we'll talk to that a little bit more when we get to attacks. So, first off, like I said, you draw 3 action cards. Then action phases, it says up here, perform up to 1 of each type of action in the order. So, you can move action or move up to 2 spaces. So, of course, I can move 2 spaces on the board, or if I have a card that actually allows me to move, for example, this one right here has a move action on it, I can move and also do this. Every player, including the caster, reduces 1 hero by 1 level. All right, so that is a move action. So different cards are going to be like attack action, move action, and again, they're going to correspond with a character that you need to make sure is still alive to be able to use that color of card. So you're going to move, do a move action or move up to 2 spaces. Then second, you can also attack. You can do an attack action or you can draw 1 additional card. So an attack action, again, you're going to look through here at anything that says attack. Right here, attack melee, attack any adjacent hero, and countered by parry. So if that person has a parry card, they can counter that attack. Otherwise, they'll have to move one of their heroes down 1 level. Now, going into attack, attack is like most games. You've got melee and you've got ranged. Melee is going to be attacking someone that is adjacent to you. And range is someone anywhere else on the board that is not adjacent to you. And there's also all. So there's melee, adjacent, and all. Now, you keep going, and if all of your characters here are off and they are dead, then you are eliminated from the game. What's interesting too is if you eliminate someone and you kill their last character, say everyone's here is wounded or cannot defend, and you finally kill their last character, you are going to get all of their summoning points. So if I only had one guy left, I had 5, somebody kills off my last character, eliminates me, they take all 5 of my points and puts them on that board, on their board. Now, what's interesting about that is if you take someone's summoning points, it's great, but you cannot get your 11th point that way. You cannot get the winning point that way. Why? Because it's all about the ring. And how do you get the ring? That comes to the bonus action. The bonus action right here on the bottom, and that some of these are going to say they are bonus actions. I have none in this hand here, but some of these are going to say bonus action. Right on the bottom, counteraction, a lot of counteractions. Like bonus action right here, healing. So you can do one of those, raise one hero from wounded to full strength. So you have bonus actions, or one of your bonus action can be to take the ring. Now, how do you take the ring? Well, first off, if the ring is actually here in my spot, I can obviously take it. But if the ring is over here with this guy and I'm adjacent, then I can just take the ring from an adjacent person that has the ring. And if you take the ring, it then gives you 1 point. Now, what's interesting too is if you hold on to the ring, by the time your next turn comes around and you have it at the beginning of your turn, you're going to get 3 summoning points. So you get 1 for taking the ring and 3 if I can hold on to it for the next turn, which of course is going to be hard because everyone's going to be trying to get the ring from you. And then you discard down to 5 cards and you keep playing until someone has 11 summoning points, with the ring of course, or eliminates all the other players. And that person wins. And that's how you play Ring of Chaos. Okay, so that's it. That's a quick and dirty about how to play Ring of Chaos. Like you see there, it's first off, it's beautiful production. These guys know how to produce miniatures, and they've been doing all of this for a while because the components are great. I like the artwork, and it's very straightforward as far as learning the game. Because really, from reading the manual or the rule book to playing, it's like 10 minutes. Because it's a very simple, quick game. It also plays very quick. And this, like I said before, it's a King of the Hill style game, but it's a very cutthroat battle, and it's in a tight space. So what I like about this is because you're battling back and forth, there are cards, you're gonna have the different cards in your hand that you can jump back and forth. It's a tight space, and you're never, the board seems large, but you're never too far away from someone. Because you can always, with those couple of movements, you can go and get close to someone. And those actions, like there are different actions in here that I got actually, so a couple of these cards, for example, do things like, let's see here, Resurrection, you're never actually always dead. Mind Control, look at this, cause the party holding the ring to give it to you. I love that right there. Chaos Magic, force any one player to give you 1 summoning point. And then this one I love, Dominance, right here. It's a move action. And that's what another thing I like about this is it shows all the different actions, but you look and this one is considered a move action. So technically it's move, but listen to this power here. Switch places on the battle map with the party that is currently holding the ring and claim it for yourself. So what I like about that is one of the characters can be over here and everyone else is kind of converging on them. And then just by playing this, they are surrounded and you just swap them. You just swap places, grabbing their ring. So now what's cool about that is you get the ring, but what's bad about it is you've just went to where they were and everyone is converging around you. So little things like that really make it enjoyable. You know, and then the aspect of, I don't know if I mentioned this in the overview or not, but you can push, right? So if you move into a space with someone, you can push them out of the space. Which I love all the interaction in this. It just feels very thematic. And again, you making those decisions on when to flip over those cards where you cannot defend and when to heal, and then when to be able to, if you have to kill a character, which character you're going to kill, because you only kill your cleric because your cleric is the only one that, well, one of the only ones that can really bring forward those resurrection spells and bring people back. So you kind of want to keep him alive, but then that's more defense. You want to keep your fighter alive, more offense. So there's a lot of decisions that go into this, but really at its core, it is a wild, chaotic game. It's killing each other and stealing the ring. And it's beautiful minis, it's got light rules, and those two things I really like. So I wouldn't consider this a gateway game per se because I play this with gamers. I played this at the recent Dice Tower Retreat, played this at our Big Game Bash, and I love this. And the fact that almost every attack you have can be countered if they have the right cards. So all of this comes together, I think, in a game that's fun, quick, and enjoyable. I'm giving this an 8. I'm just right below. It's a seal of approval from me because I enjoy this game, and it is just pure, unadulterated chaos. And the asymmetric party abilities just add to it. Minis are great. Again, this is a Platinum Edition. They have a regular edition that is retail. That's the same game with just a standees. And I've actually played both of them. I love them both. I think it's a really great King of the Hill style game and just fun. So try it out. Beadles and Grimm, Ring of Chaos. See if you can get the ring. And if you do get the ring, everyone, and I mean everyone, is going to try to kill you. It happens. I'm Joey Evans, and I'll see you later on the channel.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us for that video. If you haven't yet, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hey, make sure you check out what's happening, where I'll cover an app on an iOS or a Switch device, and you can check it out along with me. Thanks very much. You've been watching The Dice Tower.